Hi explorers! Welcome back to the second part of our Dragon Age Inquisition adventure on the PlayStation Portal. In the previous episode, we dove headfirst into the sprawling Hinterlands, where we encountered Mother Giselle and her band of refugees. We flexed our poetic muscles, embarked on a series of fetch quests, explored a mysterious fortress filled with ancient secrets and forgotten treasures,
There be treasure there.
and even delved into the lore surrounding the conflict that brought chaos to the Hinterlands. Along the way, we battled Templars and demons, started a rampage, and discovered the unique properties of Kunari Warpaint. It's been a whirlwind of action and exploration, and we're just getting started. While not a mandatory experience, if you enjoyed this episode, you can safely check out part 1 as well. It's linked in the description, and we surely would appreciate the views. In part 2 of this expedition, we'll continue our journey through the Hinterlands, completing quests, uncovering more hidden gems, and facing even greater challenges. And be sure to stay until the end, where I'll share my final thoughts on how Inquisition plays on the Portal and how it fares as a game launched back in 2014. So grab some popcorn, settle in, and get ready for another thrilling chapter in this Inquisition saga. And we need to get a move on. Those shards aren't going to find themselves, and we still have to provide for the refugees. Of course, they could lift a finger or two instead of waiting for the Inquisition to do everything. But hey, that's what fetch quests are for, right? By the sound of it, we are close to another shard.
Perhaps the Inquisition could determine the nature of these objects.
Alright team, time to multitask. While we're collecting shards, let's not forget about hunting rams. Speak of the devil. Of course the tactical camera does not allow Solas to target the ram. Varric, take the shot. Well, that didn't go quite as planned. Looks like these rams are a bit more nimble than we thought. We faced down Templars and banished raids, but that ram, he's still out there laughing at the Inquisition. And here we go again. Varric, let's see if you can redeem yourself. Solas, freeze that ram in its tracks. Well, that was overkill. I guess we really showed that ram who's boss. One down, 9 to go. Looks like someone's fighting nearby. Let's see what's going on.
Apostates!
These two mages are causing trouble for the Inquisition troops. Evelyn, reel one in and make him do the running man like it's stop! Hammer time! Dun, 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 dun. The rest focus fire on the other one. Let's show them the Inquisition's might. Or at least our ability to swing sharp objects and throw snowballs.
The apostates have fled to the hills.
Well, what do we have here? Yet another letter. You'd think the Hinterlands were a giant lost and found box, wouldn't you? Let the fools in Redcliffe play the good mage as they always do. We know the truth. The world is ours to conquer, and every worthless peasant who threw a stone, every Templar who glared in disappointment at our harrowing deserves to know it. Follow the trail to the Witchwood and find your brothers. The letter mentioned the harrowing, which is an intriguing topic we'll definitely delve into later. But first, check out that contraption over there. It looks like some sort of abandoned machinery. Let's investigate that before we get too sidetracked by magical lore. Regarding your inquiry regarding the so-called Astrariums, it is our considered belief that these are relics from a cult that existed in the pre-Andrastian era of the Tevinter Imperium. Now, what would be considered a cult in a society that worshipped the old gods? An order of magisters who believed in the destruction of the magisterium, the governing body of the Imperium that determines which mages are and are not given the magister title. The members of this order wished to return to an earlier period where dreamers ruled, and evidence indicates they operated throughout Tevinter, though primarily in the frontier areas. There, they would lock away their secrets, caches of treasure, and perhaps even secret meeting places, unlockable only through knowledge of ancient astronomy. A practice that was, we understand, rather out of fashion in the late Tevinter period. According to our investigations, each of the Astrariums could point to the secret cache if one knew the 3 constellations that mapped to each device present at the site. Connect the Dwemer in the correct configuration and it would be revealed. Many of these relics were sought out by Andrastian cultists in the early Divine Age and destroyed. Why? Because they believed the Astrariums held together the Veil and that destroying them would destroy the Veil and thus the world. Such is the way of cults of any kind that the true reasons for what they do could never truly be understood by modern minds. From a letter written by Magister Peridanus, head of the Corial Order. After reading all these lengthy letters, I'm starting to think the Inquisition should hire me as their official narrator. I could bring some much-needed comedic relief to their otherwise serious operations. Astrariums allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens. Recreate the image of a constellation by connecting the stars without making the same line twice. Alright, Ev, whenever you're ready, darling. Let's see if you can conquer this celestial puzzle. There you go. Solas, feel free to offer some hints. After all, stargazing is more your alley, Sir Dreamer. No? Nothing? A fresh start. Sometimes it's best to clear the board and approach things with a fresh perspective. Don't worry, Ev. Solas is being unusually quiet too. Maybe this one requires a bit more brute force?
Stop it!
I'm just kidding. Keep trying. I'm sure you'll crack it in no time.
Aha!
Constellation Judex. Depicted as a downturned sword, the constellation Judex is oft called the Sword of Mercy in common parlance, even though the sword image was assigned to these stars long before Andraste's time. Judex referred to the concept of justice in ancient Tevinter, and the downturned aspect of the sword indicated a guilty verdict, which, in those times, generally translated to execution. Obviously, with its modern meaning and used as a symbol by the Templar Order, the old interpretation is frowned upon in scholarly circles.
Weird.
Where does this lead?
Of course, just when we thought we were done, the game throws in 2 more Astrariums. BioWare, we see what you're doing here, trying to sneak in even more extra hours of gameplay, huh? Well played, but hey, I know some of you completionists out there are secretly thrilled. More puzzles, more treasure, more reasons to explore every nook and cranny of the game's world. Evelyn and her squad, on the other hand, have some hunting to do and some apostate caches to find. So, let's go get them. Alright folks, while Evelyn and the team are busy hunting, let's circle back to that intriguing topic mentioned in the letter, the Harrowing. In the world of Dragon Age, the Harrowing is a terrifying ordeal that every mage in the Circle of Magi must undergo. It's a trial by fire, both literally and figuratively, designed to test a mage's ability to resist demonic possession. In a nutshell, the Harrowing is a brutal and often traumatic experience, and many mages don't survive it. It's a stark reminder of the dangers of magic, but it's also a symbol of the oppressive control exerted by the Templars. The mages are essentially forced to risk their lives and sanity just to prove their worth. Obviously, many resent this treatment. It's no wonder that the Harrowing became a rallying cry for the Mage Rebellion. It's a powerful symbol of the injustice and fear that mages have endured for centuries. And as we continue our journey through Thedas, we'll see firsthand the devastating consequences of this conflict. And looks like the gang found the treasure map. Oh, the joys of open-world exploration. Or should I say, the cleverly disguised completionist's delight system. Well, at least it gives us an excuse to venture off the beaten path and soak in the scenery. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on a sec. Ev, could you please open that map again? Yeah, exactly what I thought. We already stumbled upon the treasure this map is pointing to during our fortress escapade. Well, that's a relief. No need for any unnecessary backtracking. Guess we can just chalk this one up to being thorough explorers, right? Now back to our
Rampage.
Let's just hope those refugees appreciate a good ramp popsicle. It's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah, right.
Let's see, can we also get this one? Nope.
I hear reconstruction is progressing well in Kirkwall.
I know things are bad there.
I wasn't trying to.
You weren't trying to remind me how bad it is in Kirkwall, so you decided to talk about it?
About its recovery.
What you're talking about are the buildings, and even that will take years. People don't recover so...
Alright, lovebirds, can we put the Kirkwall drama on hold for a moment? We've got company. You picked the wrong side to sell your sword to, friend. Maybe try hawking vegetables next time. It's less dangerous.
Make it! The fighting between the mages and the Templars has cost too many innocent lives.
Well, that's one less group of troublemakers to worry about. Now, what were we talking about? Ah yes, Cassandra and Varric were reminiscing about Kirkwall. For those who haven't played Dragon Age 2, let's just say things got a bit... explosive there. Without giving away too many spoilers, the Kirkwall event sent shockwaves throughout Thedas and set the stage for the chaos we're facing now. It's a long and complicated story, but suffice it to say, Kirkwall holds a lot of painful memories. Hey Varric, look, a cave. Doesn't it make you feel all nostalgic for Home Sweet Home? The cool, damp air, the echoing sounds. Good times, eh?
You know, not every dwarf likes caves.
Nah, just messing with you, buddy. I know not all dwarves are cave dwellers, just couldn't resist a little friendly jab.
This must be one of the caches Recruit Whittle mentioned.
Seriously, what is it with this game and all these letters? Do people in Thedas not have a postal service or something? A letter found on a dead dwarf. I need you to check a cave up in the hills, off the beaten path between Redcliffe and Haven. If you can get past the mages and Templars, it's worth it. Purest vein I've seen so close to the surface. Heavy adventurer armor. We'll definitely have to check that out later. While Ev is busy collecting Drakestone, let's talk about the purest vein mentioned in the letter. That's almost certainly a reference to lyrium, a mysterious and powerful crystalline substance found deep beneath Thedas. In this world, the lyrium is the lifeblood of magic, used by mages to fuel their spells and by the dwarves to create enchanted objects. It's also a highly sought-after resource mined extensively by the dwarves of Orzammar. But raw lyrium is incredibly dangerous, capable of causing madness and even death to those who handle it carelessly. Only those with special training or natural resistance, like the dwarves, can safely interact with it. Looks like Evelyn suddenly got bored of me talking and started checking out the map. Okay, Ev, point taken. Let's see what objective should we tackle next. Alright folks, our next objective is to close a Fade rift located nearby. Remember, these rifts are tears in the fabric of reality, spewing out demons and wreaking havoc on the land. Closing them is crucial to restoring balance and protecting the innocent. But not before collecting some more ram popsicles. Wait, Maker, dammit, where's the meat? I guess that's what happens when you blow a nice sculpture into a million tiny pieces. That's one less ram stew for tonight. Alright Remy, you're cornered. No more fancy footwork this time. Anyhow, it's either us or the wolves. Prepare to meet your maker. As we make our way to the rift, let's recap how Evelyn, our fearless protagonist, ended up in this predicament and gained her unique abilities.
No, please, no!
During the disastrous events at the Conclave, a massive explosion tore open the veil, the barrier between the physical world and the Fade, the realm of spirits and dreams. This breach unleashed a torrent of demons upon Thedas, plunging the world into chaos. Evelyn, a young warrior caught in the blast, miraculously survived but found herself marked with a strange power, the ability to close these rifts. Now, as the Herald of Andraste, she leads the Inquisition, a newly reformed organization tasked with restoring order and sealing the breach. Oh, and she really hates the term Herald of Andraste. Would you look at that? These raids have no respect for personal space now, do they? Interrupting Evelyn mid-ritual. The nerve. Guess manners really are a lost art among the younger generation of spirits.
It's beautiful.
Ev, careful of that green stuff bubbling up. That's definitely not some rejuvenating Ferelden spa treatment that you're stepping into. Another rift sealed. That's 1 point for Evelyn and the gang, and 0 points for those pesky spirits. We're on a roll. Alright squad, chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back before you know it.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
Gosh.
Templars mistaking a wedding ring for something magical? Talk about paranoia. And now we're supposed to play Revenge Squad and Fetch Quest delivery service all in one. Honestly, sometimes I wonder who comes up with these quests. But hey, a widow's gotta do what a widow's gotta do. Time to track down the nearest apostate cache and continue our fetch quest extravaganza.
Stop it.
Oh no! Look over there, on the hill. A house is on fire. We need to hurry and see if we can help. Ah yes, the burning house can wait. Clearly, those apostate caches are far more pressing. After all, what's a little fiery inferno compared to the thrill of ticking off another item on our to-do list? Priorities, am I right? Just when it looked like we were finally heading towards that burning house, those hoof noises divert our attention yet again. Seriously, those rams have impeccable timing, don't they? I guess our rescue mission will have to wait a little longer. Once again, the tactical camera is proving to be quite the hassle. It's great for strategizing and getting a better view of the battlefield, but oftentimes it feels really clunky. The awkward camera angles, the way it zooms in and out, and places random restrictions on the characters, it's definitely not the smoothest experience. Alright team, hold your positions here. Let's not have everyone rushing into a burning building at once, like we're known to do on other occasions.
Want me to handle that?
Alright, Master Lockpicker, show us what you can do. Evelyn could probably smash this door down in 2 moves, but for once, let's go with the cleaner approach. A desperate attempt at safety turned into a fiery nightmare. The cruelty of this conflict knows no bounds. A page from a journal, edges scorched. The Templars were attacking the peasants we'd taken food from. They wanted to make certain that everyone fought to the death rather than help us. We took them by surprise with ice and lightning, and several were dead before they even saw us. So much for all that Templar discipline. The brutes are off the leash just as much as we are now. Still, there were enough of them to damp our magic, and the sellswords died fast when it came to blows. We've fallen back into the peasants' home. It's sturdy enough in here, and it looks like the peasants didn't give up all their food after all. The door's locked, and the Templars gave up trying to force it after we killed the last fool who tried. I can hear them out there doing something out in the trees. Whatever they try, we'll be ready. We're never going back to any circle. Even real Templars couldn't stop us, and these glorified bandits are no better than we are. This journal paints a grim picture of the chaos in the Hinterlands. It seems both the mages and Templars have abandoned any sense of order, resorting to violence and desperation. These mages, once suppressed, are now fighting for their survival, while the Templars, supposedly upholders of order, have become ruthless enforcers. It's a tragic cycle of violence fueled by fear and mistrust. This conflict has pushed everyone to their limits, blurring the lines between right and wrong. Caught in the middle, it's the common folk who suffer the most, their lives disrupted and their homes turned into battlegrounds. And while we ponder the grim realities of this conflict, the Ram population continues to suffer at the hands of the Inquisition. Perhaps we should add champion Ram hunters to our growing list of titles. Yet another one bites the dust. Alright, let's plot our course. Next stop, apostate cache number 3. We'll keep our eyes peeled for some more rams and any other interesting distractions we might stumble upon along the way. Now shush everyone. Looks like we've got a big shielded Templar up ahead, completely oblivious to our presence. Let's try to sneak up on him and get the jump. The element of surprise can be a powerful weapon in your journey across Thedas. Evelyn snagged that unsuspecting Templar. Oh, okay. Never mind me. You guys go ahead.
Memories of them. But the Fade distorts reality. Surely it cannot offer a true reflection of what occurred.
Are your own memories any different? The truth is never precise, regardless of where you are.
If I could just interject amidst this riveting debate. Now where was I? Yes. As I was saying, Evelyn snagged that unsuspecting Templar with her grappling hook, yanking him right off his feet. Maker's breath, man.
You said your friend hasn't reported back.
Well, she was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh, and look at that. A decapitated statue. I could probably spin some fascinating tale about its history or symbolism, but it seems my commentary just isn't appreciated today. I'll take a break then. Okay, break's over. Looks like we've stumbled upon an abandoned camp. Let's investigate, but stay sharp. There could be clues about what happened here, or worse, lingering dangers.
We could make camp here?
Camp sounds lovely, Solace. But first, let's take care of that particularly menacing-looking ram over there. Wouldn't want him crashing our campfire later.
One down!
Whoa there, Cassandra. It was just a ram. Okay, so maybe that ram gave us a bit of a run for our money, but it was no high dragon. I definitely appreciate the enthusiasm, though.
Supplies for Recruit Whittle.
Third apostate cache found. Meanwhile, Recruit Whittle's probably back at camp, polishing his boots and taking all the credit. Typical. Finally, another camp for the Inquisition. Once established, Inquisition camps allow the party to rest, refill potions and regenerate health, change party members and fulfill requisitions. Camps also serve as fast travel points. Now, let's circle back to that change party members bit. I'm just saying, whoever interrupts me next might find themselves warming the bench for a while. Just a friendly reminder to let the narrator, well, narrate, okay? Alright explorers, that's it for today's adventure in the Hinterlands. We've battled Templars, hunted rams, solved puzzles and even stumbled upon some intriguing lore. It's been a wild ride and the game is just getting started. I have to say, the portal does a fantastic job of smoothing out the game's rough edges as long as you've got a solid Wi-Fi connection. It's a great way to experience this classic on the go. The only real portal-induced hiccup I encountered was accessing the tactical camera. You need to double-tap the screen, which felt a little awkward and not entirely intuitive. Of course, there were a few instances of the occasional stutter that the portal is known for, but it didn't significantly impact my overall experience. I'm willing to tolerate a few minor hiccups here and there, especially when the trade-off is a smoother visual experience and the luxury of playing comfortably in bed. Now, as far as the game itself is concerned, the major drawbacks for me personally are that awkward tactical camera and the occasional tendency to lean a bit too heavily on fetch quests. However, those minor gripes aside, Inquisition still holds up remarkably well. The world building is as immersive as ever, the characters are captivating, and the combat, while occasionally clunky, can be incredibly satisfying when you master those combos and tactical maneuvers. It's a testament to BioWare's storytelling prowess and the game's enduring appeal that, even years later, I'm still eager to explore every corner of Thedas and unravel its mysteries. So, whether you're a seasoned veteran or a newcomer to the franchise, Dragon Age Inquisition is an adventure well worth experiencing. But before we bid farewell to Thedas, remember, likes and subscribes are like precious vials of healing potion. They sustain our channel and enable us to bring you more exciting content. So, if you enjoyed this play session, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and may your aim be true and your bolts explosive, just like Varric's, ready to blast any obstacle to smithereens. And as always, keep exploring.